Hello, my name is Katie, you are on To Be Read, and today I am here with my Top 10 Tuesday. Top 10 Tuesday is a bookish meme that was originally created by The Broke and the Bookish and is now curated by That Artsy Reader Girl. There is a theme and you list 10 books that surround that theme every Tuesday. It's a lot of fun. Let's get into it. The theme for this week is the top 10 books you have read in the first half of 2018. So the last week or the week before, I did a top 5 Wednesday post that was very similar to this, except it was the top 5 books. So this is going to expand upon that list. I'm going to discuss the 10 books that are on the top of my read list this year because I enjoyed them so much. So there are 10 of them. I'm going to list them in no particular order. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have Save the Date by Morgan Matson. This is a contemporary novel and I read it because I was a part of a blog tour, but also because I love Morgan Matson. This book was no exception. It was fun and I found the family dynamics to be the most entertaining part of this novel for me. The next novel we have is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang, and I absolutely adored this novel. It is a romance novel featuring autism with one of our main characters having Asperger's. However, that doesn't define her entire life. It's a major part of the story because it affects how she develops relationships, in particular romantic relationships, and she ends up hiring an escort to help her in that department. It's a lot of fun and very, very romantic at times, and I really enjoyed myself reading this novel. We have Paper Princess by Erin Watt. I love Erin Watt's writing, so she of course had to be on this list. Now, Paper Princess follows Elle, who is down on her luck after her mother dies, leaving her an orphan, so she is stripping for money when she comes across someone called Callum Royal, who claims to be the best friend of her absentee father, who has now passed away. He takes her in and introduces her to the lavish lifestyle and also his 5 sons, and it's very Gossip Girl-esque, and there's a lot of drama, a lot of intrigue, and a lot of like sitting in your seat gasping out loud moments, and you're going, no, it's okay, I'm just reading, it's all good. But no, it's a great novel. I really enjoy it. The Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller also makes this list. So basically, Alosa is the female version of Captain Jack Sparrow. I love having this pirate representation in YA literature. This is the second novel in this duology. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. There's high seas adventures and sirens with pirates. I mean, there's nothing more I could want in this novel. It is all there. We have the snark, we have the romance, we have pirates and sirens. It is awesome. I love it. We have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Now, this is probably one of the first novels I've ever read by Holly Black, but this novel inspired me to do a year-long journey of Holly Black books, and I really, really enjoyed this version of Fairy. It is dark, it is twisty, and there's a lot of very cruel grey characters, and Jude is no exception. She is not a prissy little princess character. She is in it to survive and has no problem manipulating her way to the top if need be. Okay, we have Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is the third novel in the Lunar Chronicles and a Rapunzel retelling set in space, and I loved this book. Cress is just a doll, and not to mention that this is the novel where everything comes together and really pushes the storyline along for this series. It is very enjoyable. I recommend the Lunar Chronicles to everyone. Read it. It is fairy tale retellings in space. Yes! The next novel I have is Jock Row by Sarah Ney, and this follows Scarlett and Wade, and I love this novel. It is a new adult contemporary romance novel set in college with a sports element, and Wade is a big shot athlete who is also the captain of his team, and when Scarlett becomes a little bit of a buzzkill at his frat parties, he has to step in and be the team captain and chaperone the buzzkill. But it turns out that their evenings spent on the porch are just everything, and just getting to know each other. That portion of this novel is just so great and I love it so much. This is the first novel in the Jock Row series. The next ones haven't come out yet, but I really want them. We have A Princess in Theory by Alyssa Cole. I just want to check the pronunciation of the characters' names. We have Naledi and Fabiso, I think that's how you say it. This is a very loose retelling of Cinderella. It has kind of a Prince and Me feel, but it is also a diverse novel because it has African characters and it's not your stereotypical, European white characters. We have characters of colour and I love the representation, but also I love the storyline and the concept. It is done so well and I really enjoyed myself. Okay, so there is Hunting Prince Dracula by Kerry Maniscalco. This one took me a little while to get to and I'm pretty ashamed of myself, but we continue to follow these amazing characters and we go to Transylvania after being in England following Jack the Ripper. Now, I loved that Audrey Rose's character had displayed the aftermath of what happened in the first novel and how that really affected her as a character and Thomas's character, and we got some more female characters in this novel. I must say that the reveal of the villain in this novel I was half expecting, but then at the same time I had about 5 different theories going on, so I really enjoyed that aspect of the novel. And the next one is a Houdini novel, so this series is just awesome. I love it. It's not for everyone, but it is for me. The next novel I have is Olivia Twist by Laurie Langdon. This is a gender-bent retelling of Oliver Twist. This is a couple of years later after the events of Oliver Twist. When Oliver finds his great uncle, it is revealed that Oliver is Olivia, and she was disguised as a boy when she was young because of all the horrible things that happened to girls in that era, and the lady at the orphanage wanted to make sure that it didn't happen to her, so she was disguised as a boy. But when she was introduced to a more upstanding society, she was able to become a girl as she always was. So I loved seeing Olivia as a young adult representation, and we got the Artful Dodger back in here. There's some sneakery, there's some street scenes, and I really enjoyed this. This was almost a historical romance novel, very slight historical romance in there. It was really enjoyable. So just at the end, I'm going to include an honourable mention for all of Aurora Rose Reynolds' books. I couldn't pick just one, which was why she's not on this top 10 list, because I went, what about Until Ashland? No, we've got Until Jack's. What about Running Into... No, I couldn't pick one. I couldn't. Not even one series. I couldn't just pick one series. It's... Go check out this author. Seriously, if you love romance, go check out this author. I love her books. I can't pick just one for my favourites list. And, yeah. I definitely recommend this author, and I had to throw her in there because her books were part of my favourites this year. That is it for my Top 10 Tuesday. I hope there are some books in there that maybe you haven't read yet and some that you have. Maybe you've got some more to add to your TBR. Let me know what is the top book you have read this year in the comments down below. I am very interested, and if you would like, please link your top 10 Tuesday in the comments down below so I can go and check that out, because I always enjoy interacting with other booktubers and book bloggers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe down below and click on the like button if you enjoyed yourself. But for now, keep calm and read on. Bye!